Hi, I'm Dennis Howard. I'm here today with Ronnie, crushing product specialist for RDO Equipment Company. Thank you for all your hard work, but we're going to barrage you with a few questions here now today to see how much you do know. So what we're going to talk about today is going to cover all of the crushers, small and large. Really what we want to talk about today is a question that I get a lot, is wheel loader or excavator when I'm feeding the crusher? And this would apply to all three of these. Same answers with all three?
No.
Okay.
That typically is what a customer prefers, and we make it work.
Okay.
Impactors, in my opinion, much better off feeding with an excavator because you have better control over what you're putting in between size of material. If there's something uncrushable, there's a good chance you're going to see it before it goes into the crusher. Jaws typically are fed with wheel loaders just because people keep them further away from the bank and they're doing higher volumes. The cones are typically never straight fed. They're fed with a jaw or a screen.
So for impactors, and you can tell the difference. I mean, the wheel loader just grabbing whatever it gets and throw it in there. The excavator, good operators are actually picking out the rocks they want and placing them. How does that really help the crusher and all of the production?
So with an excavator, you're paying attention to what you're putting in. You're limiting feed size, eliminating uncrushables or rebar that's too long, and you're also able to stack all the material in the back of the feeder and let the crusher do the work of separating that material out to hit the pre-screen and then go into the crusher housing. A lot of times with loaders, you get everything. It dumps the whole length of the feeder, so a lot of your pieces hit the pre-screen and just fall right into the crusher, and the machine doesn't have the time to separate it out and make itself more efficient.
It's all about properly feeding the machine so the machine can do the job it's designed to do, really.
Yes, yeah. It is. Our machines, the jaws and the impactors all have pre-screens on them. So when you feed the material closer to the back, the feeder shakes that material out and starts pulling the fines to the bottom. When it hits the pre-screen, then the fines drop through behind the crusher. So the crusher's only getting material that needs to be crushed, which essentially ups your production and makes the machine more efficient.
So in a wheel loader, you're much more likely to be putting fines in the machine. With an excavator, you should be able to eliminate the number of fines you put in.
Yep. What they call it with wheel loaders is surging. Because the material's so close to the front of the feeder, a lot of times when you dump it, it'll wash out and just go right into the crusher housing.
Creating extra wear, it sounds like, as well.
You would be, yes.
What's some other good advice you would give somebody?
I would say sometimes slower is faster. A lot of people want to use a big wheel loader or something to up their production, if you will. But with the surges and everything, slow and steady typically ends up being more at the end.
So it may look like you're doing more by loading faster, but you're probably not getting more production at the end.
Yes, it really doesn't matter unless you have really big machines that your loader can't keep up with. You can have the biggest loader you can dumping into this. It's not going to help your production. The machine can only do what the machine's designed to do. If you try to feed it faster, you're just going to slow it down.
Your role as a product specialist for RDO, you would have an intelligent conversation on, look, everybody's telling you can do this with an impactor, but you got to have an impactor and a cone to make what you want. You would really walk somebody through that.
Yes, while asking questions to keep their final goal in mind. A lot of people will look at an equipment list and say, yep, this will do it. But you have to take in what they need for production, how many guys they're going to have, if they're feeding with a loader or an excavator for their fuel cost. Kind of nail it all the way down to the cost per ton, especially for rental units, to make sure when they're done with that job, they're still profitable at the end of the day.
Yeah, we have a lot of rental opportunities across the country where we're talking to somebody and they're like, well, they're gonna rent them a bigger machine for the same price as our smaller machine. And then somebody like you goes out and talks to the customer, does the ag flow, really understands it. And we're like, we're gonna outproduce the bigger machine because of these reasons. Now, you're the expert, I'm not, so I don't understand all the little reasons, but the reasons always play out. When we go out there and crush next to them, we always outperform them. So this process of understanding what the customer needs to produce at the end and working it backwards seems to really work well from what I see.
It does, and it makes sure you select the right equipment for the job the first time. Whether that be impactors, cones, what kind of screen mesh you need to be the most efficient on the job.
Anything else we need to know about excavators versus wheel loaders, or just in general about crushers?
I would say if it's your first time, just make sure to reach out to your local RDO and get our opinion on what's going to work best for you.
We have the working product line in 7 states across the country. If you're within our footprint, we want to sit down and help you be the most productive you can be, because if you win, we win. We all win together.
Yes. Even if you have an older spread and you're in RDO's territory, a specialist will come out and guide you through any ideas you have with your spread, or if we have equipment that could help you be more efficient, we'll definitely talk about that. We're around in many different pits throughout the day, throughout the week, so a lot of times we'll see what other people are doing. Might help you in the long run. Any way we can help you be more efficient is what we're there for.
Ronnie, I appreciate it. Thank you very much the way you help our customers out and the way you support RDO across the Minnesota region. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Dennis Howard. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe and reach out to any RDO location if you have any questions about anything we talk about on the track. Thank you.
Ronnie T's fine. Ronnie T's good.
Say it one more time.
Trushenski.
Trushenski. Hi, I'm Dennis Howard. I'm here today with Ronnie Trushenski. So this is this Moby Rex MR. Sorry.
No, you're good.